In this video we're going to take a look at the top AC/DC riffs to learn. And first of all, we start off with, which you don't even need the name. And one of the most amazing things about AC/DC is really the use of basic open chords to be able to write all the songs. And we see that in this case, E. Now watch out for you're hitting just the bottom strings and then you're killing it. A lot of beginners go, but, and I'm killing that with my hand and relaxing my fingers as well. So, and we'll come across that a lot. Then we go to D. We're not actually playing the high E string, as you can see on the guitar tab, and you've got down, up, down. And again, you're killing it with, so it stops so. And then A, I'm just using my finger like that because I'm not using the high E, and again, so you got a. Then we have this little third fret of high E to open. Same again on B. And then the tricky little bend, the second fret, bend up and down and open. It bends up to the fourth, so it should sound like that. So, and it's canny quick, Geordie expression, quite quick. So, back into, and then we have, there's two ways of doing that. In the guitar tab out the official book it goes, which is possibly easier if you're a beginner. So the book way, 7th fret of the bottom E to the 4th, back to the 7th to 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. Or we, instead of using the B on this note, we could use B there. Which I kind of do like that. So, all together. Now our next one, see whether you can name this one. Again, G chord. I'm killing it with my hand there. C add at 9. Back to G. So we got to D. So I'm going G, C add at 9, back to G, C, G, D. So G, G, D, G, D, G. So again, the beauty of that one is just G, C add at 9 and D, but it's being able to mute it at the right time. And then famously, open 2nd, 3rd on the A string, and then open D and G. See that? 2nd, G, and again to D. Now our next one. That one. released on Iron Man. And really what we're doing there is like an A5, third to fourth on the A, back to A, and that's your main riff. And then we're doing like a partial G to D. Again, muting that with a hand. Fairly simple, but the beauty is rhythmically. So I'm not doing a full G, I'm just doing like that. Now our next one needs no introduction, doesn't need to be named because you'll know it straight away. Sorry, I'll do that again. Starting off on A, again killing it at the end here. Then we have this D/F sharp, so it's a D chord with our thumb on the second fret there and muting the A. G, and again. To A, so D to G, D to G, D to A. Next one of my favourite ones. Again, all open chords. E, G5. Guitar tab says to do it like that. Personally, I find it easier. Third fret at bottom E, mute the A and use the open D and G. I like the sound of that. Back to A, A5, back to A, D5/A, which just means you using the A string, back to A. So in this case we're not doing any muting. And then if we're going to get more rhythmic, we're kind of palm muting. Now our next one. Now I like this one because it isn't just power chords. On there we use, as you can see on the guitar tab, which I've taken all this out of the official books, 7th fret of A to the 6th fret of the D. So technically it's an E chord. And it has that like off sound, and then you're going down chromatically, but then down to the 3rd fret. Then up, then again, then 3rd, 5th, then B7. So our next one is a one that many people find difficult to do. really, it's fairly simple. We're really using that shape like that. Then take your finger off to that. But sometimes the picking pattern can kind of knock people off, but it's dead easy. You hit open here, then you're coming down. Then you take that finger off and you come picking down. Back down to the 5th fret. Back up to the 7th. Then you start again. Take your finger off. Down. And then just hit that one before. Now watch out for that C5. First finger down to the 2nd fret, leaving the little finger where it is, to the A5. A lot of people go, but that's not right. So all together. Now our next one, really famous, really simple, but some people get mixed up with it a little bit. Fairly similar if you teach this to children, not that it's a children's song. Open 3rd, open, 5th, 3rd. That's fairly similar. A5 power chord, go to the C5, open A, go to the D, open, back to the C5. Practice that slowly. And then it should become quicker. And then when it gets more rhythmic, now our next one, which is I'm using my fingers with this one like that, and we've got the 11th frets of G, high E, 11th fret in that open B string, and we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're coming down to the 10th frets of the high E there, and getting ready with our little finger for the 14th frets, and we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So watch out for that one because it's quite tricky and it teaches you to have to count. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. To try that, and I've put the sheet music on so you can count. Now our last one. 12th frets of. I'll just bring the. Now this is an interesting one because the official book says to do it differently and it looks a bit difficult, but I think this is the easy way of doing it. We're using the open G, 12th frets of the B to the 10th frets of B. So we've got, and again, open to the 13th, so you got, then we go on 12, 10, 8, 10, 8. And that's the... And again... And then D. So you've got that. Bit noisy. G5, 3rd fret, 1st, 2nd. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that helps you be able to play Must-Know AC/DC guitar riffs.